Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the week of February 21st. Now Libra, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Libra, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's somebody impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right, so let's get all the cards out here. Libra, love this energy for you. And let's see what we have here. All right, looks good to me. And we're gonna do something a little bit different here. I'm gonna take 4 cards off the top of this deck that I have shuffled at the start. Same with these oracle messages here. And we'll take a couple of these as well. And we're going to do this at the start of the reading. All right, perfect. So energy on the bottom, you have the devil. So the devil is a card of our shadows, okay? This says that there is potentially something here that we need to work through at this time, and you should not beat yourself up for that. In fact, the devil's energy may be somebody who is being very hard on themselves. That could certainly be represented in the energy of the devil. And so along with that, I can say like a tendency to think negatively or maybe even catastrophize scenarios and situations in your mind. And so it says to, maybe just analyze that situation at this time. Also, if there's something that you shouldn't be doing, the devil's card will come in and say, hey, go for that extra slice of cake, Libra. Like, you can do it, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of energy where you shouldn't be doing that, but there it is, right? And this is part of, I think, the human experience where there are tests and situations that test us sort of continually. And, if you fail, you'll just get another test, and that's okay. Failure happens, right? And so I feel like this is just realizing that right now there may be something that is testing you here. And I also think the other thing about the devil is this can represent issues around power and control. Some of you may be trying to control a scenario. You actually have triple knights here, which does not happen a lot. I have to say there is movement, okay? There's movement here on the board, okay? Something's coming in quickly for you. And I do wonder if, this is maybe the issue that we see here with the devil, but let's dive into that right now. So you have this Knight of Swords as your middle card. This middle card bleeds into the rest of the cards. And the Knight of Swords represents something that may be going so quickly in your life that it feels chaotic. And so this is not just a quick moving event. It's lightning speed, a light speed event coming in, right? It's so quick that you don't even really have a chance to catch your breath, that sort of thing. Now, the Knight of Swords can also say that you want to take action on something. This may be a card pushing you or nudging you to seize the day or seize the opportunity. I wonder if some of you need to slow down. It's hard for me to say. It could either be both. You actually have an incredibly good reading here. The Knight of Swords in and of itself is not bad. It's just that it's paired with the devil energy here as well, which could be coming in as like a test of patience potentially for some of you. Now, in the past, you have the Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So you have 2 major arcanas with a knight, another knight in between. So the Lovers here can represent an important choice to make in your life. I'm not getting a whole lot of love energy here, although the Lovers can very clearly represent a deep connection with somebody, like a soul level connection that you may have with somebody. This could even be somebody in a past life because it is in the past position here. That could certainly be the case. But I think for more of you, there's an extremely important choice that you've had to make. And this has been in your mind. You've maybe even have been ruminating. That could be coming in with the devil here, the devil's energy as well. And the reason why I say you could be ruminating on this is the upper row here is the row of your thoughts. And so this choice that you have or that you've made or that you've been thinking about making has, I think, occupied a lot of your time. You have the high priestess as well. This is coming in the subconscious, which is in the lower row. And this high priestess can talk about the subconscious realm. It can talk about dreams. It can talk about esoteric knowledge. In fact, you can see the high priestess is coming out of water. And what that represents is that there could be hidden knowledge here that has come to the surface in the past, something that was unclear now becoming clear. This can also represent somebody who's a way shower, somebody who's a keeper of esoteric knowledge, a wise person, but they may be somebody who's like a tarot reader or a shaman or whatever the case may be, maybe an astrologer, someone like that here with this high priestess showing up. And some of you may be getting interested or into those sorts of things. The other thing is the high priestess can just represent secrets in your life coming out, hidden knowledge or that you may find, or even just secrets coming out. Represents desirability as well, and it's not easy. It's almost nobody can get with the high priestess if you are here for love. That's the thing. They are extremely desirable by many people. You also have the Knight of Pentacles, which represents a financial event arriving. I always like to say this is a card of arrivals, but you have 3 knights, so really we could say that for everything, for all of those knights. Knights really talk about events, and when you get 2 or more, you have 3. This means it's going to be an extremely busy time for you. Okay, and so I think there are going to be a lot of things coming, things converging here for you, a lot of different events happening. And let's talk about this some more. Now you have the Judgment, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands, so double knights in this current situation. To sort of compare and contrast, Knight of Pentacles can represent a material or financial event happening, such as getting a new job, signing off on a mortgage, anything relating to nature. Knight of Swords refers to your mental process or taking action. The Knight of Wands comes forward almost always comes forward when you're ready to move residence or change location, change zip code. Or you might be going on a grand adventure in your life when you get this card. This is van life, right? If I were to pick a card that represented getting in a van and going down by the river, it would be the Knight of Wands. And, for some of you here, if you're not moving, you may just be thinking about, what can I do to spice things up in my life? Can I make some changes? This is also somebody who's the maverick in the tarot. They are capable of doing a whole lot of different things. And they do those things with an element of passion and talent as well. Now you have this Judgment card. The Judgment card for me is a card of spiritual awakenings, because this Judgment energy is your karma. It's the actions that you've taken up to this point, rendering out in real time, which is really just what karma is. We're constantly accruing karma in our life. And the Judgment energy asks you to take an extremely honest, brutally honest look at yourself and say, have I made the right choices? Is there something coming back in review? And go into a period of self-evaluation and ask yourself what it is that you need to do to get over the hump, because this is number 20 of 21 in the major arcana, meaning you are almost there. You are almost completing the cycle. But what is it that you need to do to complete the cycle, Libra? Now, in the future, you have the 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Your luck will strike here. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is all about luck, potentially. This is Jupiter energy, which is all about growth and expansion and luck, prosperity. Very nice energy here with the Wheel of Fortune. It does imply change. It's undoubtedly there's change coming. It's different than the Death card when it comes to change. It's more about fate and destiny. And, with this card, it does say that you want to take advantage of the moment that you have, especially as you have the Knight of Swords diagonal, which is telling you to seize the day. The reason being is the Wheel of Fortune keeps spinning. And so it is spun in your direction, or it will be spinning in your direction here in the future, but will you take action? I always like to say with the Wheel of Fortune, the way I like to describe it, you've probably heard me say this before, but it's this idea, you know, the train is arriving. Are you going to get on the train or are you going to stay in the station? You never know where the train may take you, but that is the train of your destiny. And so, you know, the Knight of Swords person, they would hop on the train. And so I think it's up to you to decide on where you want to go from here. You have this Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about having a major talent. It's the major card of talent, especially when you have the Knight of Wands. That's a big combination of talent for me. And then the Four of Pentacles here as well talks about potentially scarcity or holding on to what you have, being a little bit timid, reserved, and shy. There is a message of all of these events happening, quick action, but now this and this change happening, but making sure you do not miss out, okay, with the Four of Pentacles because you're afraid or you're timid or you're shy or whatever the case may be. So let's go ahead and clarify the situation even more. So pulling these two tarot cards, so you have the Four of Pentacles coming in again to clarify. So this is important. Look, this person is in a defensive stance. They are timid, they are shy, they are, more importantly, they are worried about losing this pentacle that they are holding. And so in one respect, it can say that you are budgeting, saving, planning money, or saving money, you know, hoarding cash. On the other hand, it can imply scarcity in that this person feels like there will never be more, and that could not be farther from the case. There will always be more opportunities, especially when you get the Four of Pentacles. So you also have the Six of Cups, which can say, stop to smell the roses here, Libra. Enjoy the moment that you have now. You may be going, some of you may be going too fast. There may be a cycle that's like starting to repeat, and you may stop yourself from repeating the same challenging or toxic cycle of the past. Then you also here have this Seven of Cups with the Emperor. The Seven of Cups represents having a lot of choices. The good news when you get the Seven of Cups is you have a lot of options. Okay, you have a lot of cups to choose from, but the challenging part of the Seven of Cups is that it can say that you're maybe a little bit overwhelmed. Your energy may be a little spread too thin or scattered in some ways. And it can be a little bit of a confusing energy. The Emperor is a very good sign. This is a big omen of success in business. This is big boss energy. It's stability and structure, taking authority and leadership over yourself and over your life, but it's a very good omen in business. So it's primarily a very good card. Let's see what we have here from these oracles. So you have ask for help from others as well as in the near future. So you have support here coming in, and then you have look for a sign and reconsider. Be careful of jumping into something too quickly. There's a lot of quick energy, but the reason I say that is because you have the Devil's influence there as well. So some of you here, there's another cycle. There's a cycle of the past that may be, like you may be feeling nostalgic. The Six of Cups can represent nostalgia, and it's almost like that cycle should be behind you, but it's coming back in, and this could be the test that you are facing, where it's like you may want to reconsider, do I want to go down this cycle again, or have I completely learned the lesson from that? What else do you have here? You have the Protection Guardian, drop your shields, as well as Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. Love that energy for you, okay? You are definitely protected. You definitely have the protection of your guides, your spirit team. Look for a sign here. And then, okay, you have Winter, take care of your needs, as well as Air Guardian. Shift your perspective. You have an immediate need that you need to take care of. Maybe it's taxes. Maybe it's, fixing your car. Maybe it is, I don't know, like cleaning your house, or there's some sort of immediate need in your environment that you may want to look at that you need to maybe wrap up or take care of at this time. I can't tell you what to do, but that's what the cards are coming in to say. So I really love this energy for you. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.